Hi, this is Beata from Splitcoaststampers. In this video I want to show you a quick gift idea, which is Grungeboard bracelets. Grungeboard is a Tim Holtz product. It's very flexible material, bendable. You can sand it, sponge it, it's great. It comes plain where you can stamp on it and cut it out, emboss it, or it already comes embossed, and that's what I will use now. First you will have to cut it down a little bit. Just take one piece of Grungeboard, and I cut mine down to 1.5 inches, which is the hobby blade. Just line up your ruler, and it also cuts really great in a rotary cutter, paper cutter. And you probably have to go sometimes you have to go twice. So once that's done, you can either keep the edges like this or you can round them, and I'm just going to use a scissor and round my corners real quick. And as you can see, it's really easy to cut with all kinds of different tools. If you have a chomper, I think it's called a chomper corner rounder, those work as well. But since I don't have it, I'm just going to use my scissors and round the corners just a little bit. Okay, now I'm using acrylic paint. I'm using pool acrylic paint dabber. Oops, and wrong side. But since I have to paint both sides, it doesn't matter. Well, you don't have to paint both sides, but it looks nicer when the inside of the bracelet is finished as well. So now I'm just going to paint this real quick. And you could let it sit to dry, but I don't want to wait. I'm turning it around and to the back side as well. And then also do the color the edges so it looks finished. And dry that. Okay, and now what I did here, I like to antique it a little bit, so I'm just going to sand it with the sanding tool. I'll take the acrylic ink off the embossed part of my Grungeboard. Sand it until you like how much is laid free, and then just wipe off the dust, and then use a dark color and sponge over your sanded Grungeboard. The ink will stick only where you took off the acrylic paint, and then just use a rag and just wet it a little bit with a water mister, and then wipe off your ink from your acrylic paint. Now you could leave it like this and move on, or to make the look a little bit softer and add a little bit of shine, just use the pearl acrylic dabber and go over your entire piece. And if you think you have a little bit too much, you want it more subtle, then take your rag again while the paint is still a little wet and go over it. Now we have to add a closure for your bracelet. So just use your, and for that we're going to use a hinge fastener, also from the Idea-ology line from Tim Holtz. First I'm going to use a 3/16 inch hole punch from my Crocodile, and well, actually I'm going to punch the big hole first, which is the 3/8 of an inch. Just try to center it into your strip, and then move it over a little bit to make the hole just a little bit bigger, otherwise it will be hard to get the hinge fastener in. And then this will go in here. But before you do that, flip it over, line it up with the back side, and then use the small hole punch and punch a hole through the big hole, just right through it. And then stick the screw part of the hinge fastener through there, tighten it, and now you can close your bracelet. There are lots of different ways to decorate this. I hope you try it out and have fun with it. It's a great little gift. See you next time.